Hey guys, I wanted to jump back on here because I know I'm not feeling like my best and like at 100%, but these are the moments that count too. So, I gotta still show up for myself. But I am, I, and let me start off by saying I'm so grateful for my life. I really am. Like everything that I've been through, all the opportunities that I have, all the mistakes that I've made, all the things that I've learned, all the opportunities that are on its way, all the abundance that I have now, and all the abundance that will come. I'm grateful for. I am so grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. But man, am I done playing this damn game. Like, oh my God. I'm done playing this game. Like, I'm not done because, like, if I don't play the game, I'm gonna be homeless somewhere. But it's like, until I'm able to free myself and not be a player no more, I have to play the game. Like, I have to somehow still go by these societal norms and play the game in this matrix. And this is something that I try to not think about often because I will go into psychosis if I think about it too much, right? So this is something that, I don't really like. I do talk about it with, my peoples and my friends, but we don't make it, like, we don't really talk about it for a long time. And we kind of do that purposefully because we know that you know we're talking about how, like, the way everything is set up, but then we gotta go clock in, like, we gotta go right back to the game. So it's like we can't really indulge too much in it because we still have to actively participate whether we want to or not. And I think that's the part that messes me up, is because we're all forced to play this game that serves that does not serve us at all. Like, I don't know. And you can't really say that to a lot of people because a lot of people are like, "Oh, you didn't do this, so you can't be mad because you didn't do XYZ." And it's like, that's not what I'm saying. Like, everybody should, yes, be responsible for their own situation. I'm not saying that you can just be mad at the world all the time because you absolutely have power to change your situation. I know I have the power to change my situation, and that's why I said in the beginning, I have to somehow continue to play the game until I can release myself from the game. So I absolutely know that I have complete control over my reality. But when you when you see the patterns in today's society, you see what it's rooted in, you see how everything came to be. It's like dang, they pulled the biggest scam known to man. Like, this shit is a scam. Capitalism is a scam. Okay? The dollar has no worth. Okay? Like, that's what I be like. That's what I mean when I say I don't want to play the game. I have I have this scarcity mindset about money when it has no value to begin with. Like, that's what I be talking about when I'm saying I'm done playing the game. Why am I stressing myself out about something that does not have any value anyway? Y'all can tell I woke up on a weird side of the bed today. But I have to get these things off of my chest, so I'm not holding them, so I'm not holding on to them, and then it starts to seep into the things that, I'm trying to correct within myself, within my reality, you know. So I try to be, and this is the place where I want to do that. Like I want to be open, honest, vulnerable with you guys about how I'm feeling about things, because I know some people can relate, some people can give me advice, all types of stuff. Like, this is supposed to be a safe space as well, for people to just express themselves, but then for us to help each other. Like, that's it. So, but yeah, it's just like, I see this game and I'm so done playing. Like, I don't want to play no more. Like, I don't want to play no more. I don't want to go into some building that is sucking out all my energy, blocking my vibrations from where they need to go. Like, think about it. You go to work and you go into this big square box, and all the energy that you have, whether it be good or bad, it goes nowhere but right back into you. And other people's energies are going into you. Like, you can't. That's what I be saying. Like, we are not meant to be in these square boxes receiving no sunlight for 8 hours a day. We're not supposed to be doing that. We're not. Like, that's what I mean when I'm tired of playing the game. I'm tired of sitting in a box all day. I'm tired of that. Like, and again, I'm gonna keep saying this over and over again. I know that I have full responsibility over my reality, and no one else can change that for me. I don't want this video to seem like I'm complaining about my situation, because I'm not. I'm grateful. I'm absolutely grateful. But I think what I'm so upset about is how a lot of people are just like okay with this, the way we're living right now. Like, this is not okay. Like, our government is not for us. We are getting taxation without representation. They tax us on the money when we get paid. They tax us on the money when we spend it. Then they tax the money that we spend times 5. Like, come on. You did not work for this damn paycheck. And then you taking the money out of my taxes, and you're not even allocating them correctly. These roads still messed up. These schools still not receiving the proper funding. So where are you sending my money to? War? And to make the 1% even smaller. That's what you're doing. Like, and when you say, like, and you can't always get people to understand that. And I know I can't be frustrated about that, because you can bring the horse to water, but you cannot make them drink the water. If the horse don't want to drink the water, can't make them drink. So if a person is not willing to see the game for what it is, then ultimately they just gonna play the game for the rest of their lives. And if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But it's like, the more people that play the game, the harder it is for us to just dismantle the game, to stop playing the game and let it die. You know? Like, for example, if you, like, say there's a game that got taken off of the app store, but you still have it on your phone. Like, you cannot download this game no more. Eventually, you're not going to be able to play it no more. Why? Because they're not making any more updates. They're not advancing the game anymore. So that eventually you can't even go into the app and do anything with the game because it's so messed up. They haven't, you know what I mean? So that's what I mean. Like, if we stop playing the game, we're not subject to all the BS anymore. I needed to go on this rant this morning. I know I did, like, because I've been feeling like that for a minute. I've been feeling like that for a minute. I just don't want to play this game no more. I don't want to play this game no more. Like, I'm so done. And it's not like everything about our way of life is all bad. It's truly not. Like, not everything about our way of life is all bad. But who is in charge is tearing this place up. Like, tearing this place up. Our weather, like the stuff that we got going on with our environment, trash. Our economy, trash. Our social system, trash, because they trying to get rid of all types of shit. They're trying to get rid of critical race theory, banning books, removing books, taking stuff down online so you don't have access to it. Like, if you try to Google some shit, if you try to Google some real stuff, you're probably not gonna find it. Like, you gotta go to the library, and you need to go quick before that's banned. Our pharmaceuticals, big pharma, that's just a scam. Our food, the FDA, a scam. Like, they just approved lab-grown meat. Well, they've been approved that, but I'm just saying, like, and don't even get me started, because that's already been in the works. Like, lab-grown meat wasn't a new thing. If lab-grown meat wasn't a thing, they were thinking about it and then finally executed it. But they've been putting stuff in our food since the beginning of time. And think about it. America was created on being like colonialism. So it's like, this ain't even like their land. They took the shit and said, we found it. No, you didn't found it. You took it. So it's like, and then the people, like the 1%, like, if you go back and look into like our history, they literally bred us for how we are living our lives today. Like, right now, you got to be working 2-3 jobs in order to afford a house, afford an apartment, or afford whatever it is you're trying to do. You need to be working multiple jobs. And what kills me is that they was been doing that. They been working 2-3 jobs. They been working, like, history has repeated itself so many times. They done reset the game so many times and just made updates. And that's what be killing me, because they even be talking about, like, oh, the boomers, the Gen X or whatever, had it good. No, they didn't. They didn't have it good. You want to know why? The reason why they had it so good is because the people who, oh, I'm preaching so bad right now, but the people who made the system, they purposely made them made it easier for them to accomplish things, because they were prepping them to be complacent, to be comfortable, to not seek change. That's what was happening. So you can't be mad at Gen X all the time for not seeing the master grand plan. How are they supposed to see in advance like that? How are they supposed to be like, oh, it's too easy, it's too comfortable, something's up? Like, no. Like, so it's like, we can't continue to place blame on oh, this generation didn't do this generation didn't do that. That's what they want us to do. Be mad at the next man instead of the person who made the damn game. Like, I'm so sorry. Got me screaming like a man. But that's what be frustrating me about this thing, because I'm so tired of playing the game and I don't want to repeat this history. Like, I'm already, like, in my adult years, me being 22, I'm playing a part of history that has already repeated itself multiple times. Like, this whole, like, economy being ass, this has already happened multiple times already. So it's like, what are we doing? I don't know. And I don't have the answers, okay? You know, I'm just complaining right now. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't have the answers. But what I do know is that we're not meant to be living our lives like this. We are not meant to be living our lives like this. And that's another reason why I try not to talk about this so much, because the more you sit in it, the more you peep the game and you're like, damn. Sometimes you get hopeless. Sometimes you truly, honestly do get hopeless, right? You're like, well, what am I supposed to do? And right now, the only answer I have, whether you want to take heed to it or not, is you gotta go back to love. That's the only thing that I can think of right now that could help us. Because unity, thank you. Unity is going to be the strongest form of companionship that can ultimately change the game, rewire the game, make a new game, right? Like, that's the only way I feel like things are going to be able to change. Like, we are going to have to come together as a collective and say, no, we're not participating anymore. We're not participating. We can't do this anymore. No, we can't do this. We can't do this, right? And I know it's easier said than done. I don't want to make anybody feel guilty, because I know a lot of people can't just up and quit their job and just go live in the woods somewhere. Like, a lot of people cannot do that. Like, a lot of people, that could be fatal for a lot of people. I know. I'm not saying just quit the game altogether. You just got to slowly figure out how to not be so reliant on the game. That's the goal, is get yourself further and further away from the game. Instead of playing the game every single day, 24 hours of your life, start dialing back how many hours you play the game and start separating yourself from it. That's the only advice that I could give personally, that I try to do for myself. Like, I try to go outside and do things that make me happy, do things that I like to do, so that way I'm not sitting in negativity and just focused on getting the next dollar. Like, no, I'm focusing on putting love back into myself, trying to treat people a certain way, you know, not let people walk all over me. That's not what I'm saying, but treat people a certain way, to stay on a certain frequency, right? Because I refuse to get dragged down to, you know, that frequency that this game is on. Because this game is at the lowest frequency you can imagine, right? If you want to call it hell on earth, you could. But I'm not trying to stay at that frequency. So that's another reason why I don't really talk about this stuff too much. Because I can't focus on the game. I have to focus on building myself up and building my mental resilience and just continuing to push forward. But let me tell you, I get tired of the game. I do get tired of the game, like, because I inadvertently have to play it. So it's like, that's why I'm here. That's why this video is here today. But the only thing that I can, like, if you feel the same way that I do, the only thing that I can think of is, you know, just try to go back to love. try to invest more time into yourself, right? Try to get yourself out of that funk that you're feeling. Um, and, you know, start giving, be open to receiving. We can change this. Like, I wholeheartedly feel like we can change this. I know we can change this. Like, I know, like, there's something, like, there has been some type of shift. I don't know. I can feel it. I don't know if you can feel it, but I know that the game as we know it is about to crash. And I think that's why I'm so frustrated, because, like, I know what's to come. So I'm already, like, done. Like, I'm already done. But I can't be done just yet. It's not over yet. I cannot be done just yet. But yeah, I don't want to rant about this too much. I think I've done enough ranting, honestly. I feel a lot better now. I feel way better now. But yeah. Thank y'all so much for supporting me, for watching these videos, for tuning in. Let's continue to do this together. Like, whether one person watches this or 1,000,000 people watch it, let's continue to ride this thing out till the wheels fall off. Let's continue to try to be better. Let's continue to try to challenge ourselves. Let's continue to try to do new things that make us uncomfortable. Let's fail and learn our lesson and try again. But seriously, thank you so much for, just being here, listening to me, and yeah, whatever it is that you want to do it, pursue it, because I believe in you. But I'm gonna cap this video here. I'm done complaining. That's what I'll call it. I'll call it complaining, because that's exactly what I did. I'm gonna be honest. That's what I did. I complained for 22 minutes. But yeah, I will see y'all in another video. Bye.